Welcome back to the Much More Than Medicare YouTube channel. My name's J.O. I'm the author of Maximize Your Medicare. Don't forget, GH2 Unfiltered is a subscription site. I'll send you a free copy of Maximize Your Medicare, postage included anywhere in the lower 48 states. Very importantly, inside of GH2 Unfiltered is Medicare ABC's Masterclass Edition. It's a 9-video series where I go through all of the ins and outs of Medicare, including things that I cannot really say here in public. Again, gh2unfiltered.com. For less than the cost of $2 a month, you can get a free copy of Maximize Your Medicare and exclusive access to Medicare ABC's The Masterclass Edition.
Medigap rate increases are coming, but when and what can you expect? Well, here to talk with me about this is J.O., author of Maximize Your Medicare. Jay, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Bob.
Jay, it's a pleasure, and it will be a pleasure to have you walk us through the Medigap rate increases and when to expect them and what to expect.
Well, there is no real pattern as far as Medigap carriers sending out rate increases. So generally speaking, what happens is that by far the most dominant way that Medigap premiums increase is as you age. So for example, if your birthday is in August, your premiums would be expected to rise. In addition to that, there are annual changes so that the entire population of Medigap policy owners also changes. So this is why certain persons can have 2 increases in a calendar year, one which is to change the entirety, and then another because they've changed age. For some people, the degree of the increases can cause certain stress, meaning that they are surprised by double-digit increases, for example, in terms of percentage terms. So during this period, during the summer period, people frequently send me an email or a call and they say, Jay, what has happened here? And can I do any better?
So obviously people are fearful of double-digit increases. What do you recommend that folks do? Change their plans or reevaluate their plan?
Well, certainly people can reevaluate. So depending on where you live, there are certain states which allow you to more freely change from carrier 1 to carrier 3, for example. That said, for people who are in very good health, they can very frequently change, is the reality, because they'll have to be subject to medical underwriting questions. But for persons with very small medications or very common medications, for example, like for simple hypertension, they'll be able to readily change and be able to search for superior premium levels.
Right.
For persons with pre-existing conditions, complicated ones, it's going to be far more difficult because the ability to change across carriers does subject you to medical underwriting unless you live in a few specific states which have additional ability to change more freely.
Right. So in some states, I think Massachusetts and Minnesota, your options are somewhat limited. So in terms of what those folks might do if they're facing a larger than expected rate increase, any thoughts about what they should do in those states?
For certain persons where you are unable to change, and let's just say you have a health situation that prevents you from passing medical underwriting, you can then take a look during the autumn time of Medicare Advantage to see and compare. This is going to be a math of money exercise, the practical reality of the higher Medigap premiums compared to substantially lower Medicare Advantage premiums. That said, you do need to understand the fundamental differences between the two frameworks.
Right. Well, I think, Jay, we've covered as much as we can on this topic for now, and maybe we can check back in on it as we get closer to that special time of year that makes you busy, right?
We will soon know over the next coming months the framework of Medicare Advantage plans for next year. Yes.
All right. Thanks again, Jay, for walking us through this and sharing your knowledge and wisdom with us.
My privilege, Bob.
Thank you.